Right, you lot. Papa John here, and today we are looking at Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. Here is in his alt mode. As we can see, it looks nice. It comes with a gun which is stored on the bonnet of the car. Yeah, that's right, the Volkswagen Beetle, so completely the opposite of what you'd expect. Comes with a sheet for instructions right here, this little papers again, and a base. So, yeah, here he is. Looks pretty nice. Gun stores here. Come off to the side. He rolls really well. He's the best roller in town. No, not that roller. Know what you're thinking, but not that one. Colours are what you'd expect. Nice. This section's painted. Tail lights are painted, and the back window is painted. You don't expect this at all, but man, isn't it something? Silver rims. Yeah. And two Autobot symbols, one on the roof and the other on the boot of the car. So he's Autobot for life, Bumblebee is. Yeah. Transformation for this guy is, it's easier getting him to robot mode than it is getting him to alt mode. Take the back of the car, bring it out and up. Like that. Split this section, bring them out. Take this section, bring it up, because there are tabs that go into the wing mirrors. Bring the legs down, like that. Split the legs. Straighten this section out, which will be the knee in robot mode. Bring this section up. Flip out the feet section. Flip that down. Close the door. And get that into place. Really nice. Do the exact same thing on the other. No. Perhaps you should do the feet first. Take this section, bring it forwards like that, and that's the lower body complete. Take these sections, turn them 180, bring them back, and there are two slots here, two tabs here. So that will work. Do the exact same thing with the other. Bring down the arms, like that. Good job. Take this section, bring it back, open this up, and now there are two tabs right here and two slots in here. The easiest way to do it is just do it like this, bring it down. Well, yeah, do need to bring it down further than that. Kind of do that, go. I can do that without really trying. Bring this up, close the chest, and that's it. That's him in his robot mode. The gun in his hand, and there he is. Articulation is that the head turns 360. Can go up and down a bit, but I think it's mostly on a mushroom peg of sorts, and not a ball joint. But something that is on a ball joint are the shoulders. They go 360, in and out, and you can wiggle them in and out a little bit. You can wiggle them a bit, if that helps. Biceps turn 360, bend of the elbow exactly 90 degrees. Wrist turn 360. Waist turns 360, although you'd need to move the back out the way a little bit, but it can do it. Go. Hips go forwards, that far, backwards, that far, outwards, that far. Eye swivel 360. Bends of the knee 90 degrees, although the ankles are looser than the knees, which is a bit of a problem sometimes, especially when you're going back to alt mode. His ankles turn inwards, although the joint is higher than I'd like, but beggars can't be choosers. So, yeah. Don't think I forgot anything. You can turn ankle backwards if that helps. I think that's about it. As I forgot that the wrist turned 360, but I don't think so. But yeah, that's it. You put them on the base if you want. Right. Yeah. Now, the only problem with him, actually, is that the yellow could be a different yellow on the windows and the plastic sections. That can be a problem. Although that problem is, like, most often not that noticeable. So, yeah. The weapon can store in bot mode exactly the same way as it's stored in alt mode. But, yeah. On the back, that. Of course, I'm bloody flat, so there we go. Back to alt mode is easy for this guy. Bend the elbows, bring them backwards. That. Take this section. You've essentially done it. Bring that up. Open this up. Flip in the head, although the head is on a separate joint, and this section is. Bring that up so that you bring the head in farther. Close it up. Take the sides, bring them out. That. Rotate them 360, 180, my bad. Open that up. Bring these out. Close them up. And flip in the toe. Go. Do the exact same thing with the other. Okay, bring the hinge up a bit more. You probably need that for clearance sake. Bring the waist back, and there's actually a tab and a slot. And I did not show that properly. Tab right here, slot here. Go. And it's easier to do the legs individually. And it's also easier to do them most of the way instead of the way the instructions would have you do it. Because if you do it the way the instructions will, the center of the car would be your worst enemy because it'll push against the windscreen. You don't want that, trust me. Bend the knee forwards. Yeah, I say forwards, but bend them backwards. I don't know the exact semantics. Anyway, bend them the opposite way. Bend the feet, but bring the leg most of the way up, but also bring the feet most of the way back. And that's how I've learned to do it. Really, it's way easier if you do it this way, especially individually, instead of doing it as a single unit. That is your worst nightmare. Believe me, I've done it. Do it most of the way, kind of get that underneath, and there we go. Now you can tab them together, and really what'll lock them in are on my copy at least, the tabs underneath here going into the wing mirrors. That's really what'll lock it in on my section, on my copy. So if your copy is better than mine in that regard, good job. But mine, that's the way I've got to do it. Tap those sections in place. Bring these sections down. Like that. And get them most of the way in. Really, you'll be focusing on getting the arms together. So, yeah. Just make sure the things are lined up. Well, sometimes can be easier said than done. Make sure they're lined up enough. Now, you don't want to make sure that they're lined up perfectly. What'll help with that is this section. Bend the hinge down, the top hinge. Bend that down. Bring it up. And really what'll help are these tabs right here and slots up here. That's really what'll help. Got that into place. That. Just get things lined up and in place. Pushing things together. That's really what'll help you. Go. That. Good. 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 And store the weapon if you so want to on the back of the car. And that is it. That is Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. What did I think of this figure? He's a nice figure. Any problems with him? They're more to do with the transmission on the legs, but I've learned a workaround for it. You know, if your copy's better in that regard, really nice. But on mine, I have to do things a bit unconventionally. But it still gets mostly the same results. So, yeah. Really nice figure. Hope you liked this video and have a great time. And as always, see you later.